WiseGuyBets here with some DFS picks for today, 7/28/2021. The DraftKings main slate, 11 games is on the slate. Let's get right into it and look at the pitcher position. At pitcher, I'm looking at Lucas Giolito. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. His projection on that is 17.9 fantasy points. He's pitching around 6 innings per game. His average for the season is 20 fantasy points. His last 3 games have been 25, 39, and 11. His salary on DraftKings is $9,800. The Kansas City is batting 31 of 148 against him for an average of a little over 200. I like Mr. Giolito in this position tonight at the pitcher position. So at pitcher, he's definitely someone I'm looking to get in my lineups at the pitcher position. Let's look at the catcher position. At catcher, I'm looking at Will Smith for the Dodgers. His projection on the night is 7.8 fantasy points. He's batting 257 on the year. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, is 9, 16, and 0. It's 4,900 on DraftKings. He's 4 for 8 against the pitcher he's facing with 2 singles and 2 home runs. His last 5 against San Francisco is 2, 18, 2, 16, and 0. So Will Smith is definitely someone I want to look at get into my lineup tonight at the catcher position. Let's look at the first base position. At first base, I'm looking at Rhys Hoskins for Philadelphia. Projection on that is 7.5 fantasy points. He's batting 236 on the season. He's getting around 3.7 at bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, is 3, 18, and 14. He's 4,400 on DraftKings. He's 6 for 20 against the pitcher he's facing. 2 singles, 3 doubles, 1 home run. He's batting 6 in the lineup. His last 5 against Washington is 2, 19, 3, 18, 14. I'm looking at him as someone I definitely want to get into my lineup tonight. He has 22 homers on the season also. So Rhys Hoskins is someone I definitely want to look at getting into my lineup tonight. At the first base position, let's look at second base. At second base, I'm looking at Jean Segura for Philadelphia also. This game is, Philly, you can probably use them in your stack tonight. Jean Segura's projection is 8.1 fantasy points. He has 6 homers on the season. He's getting around 3.9 at bats per game. His last 2 games, fantasy point wise, is 14, 17, 5. He's batting 3,900 on the season. He's 8 for 28 against the pitcher he's facing, 6 singles, 2 doubles. And his last 5 against them are 0, 10, 7, 17, and 5. So Jean Segura is someone I definitely want to get into my lineup tonight at the second base position. Let's look at third base. At third base, I'm looking at Gio Urshela for New York Yankees. His projection on that is 8.2 fantasy points. He has 11 homers on the season. He's getting 3.8 at bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point wise, is 0, 7, and 14. He's 3,700 on DraftKings. He's 2 for 5 against the pitcher he's facing, 1 single, 1 home run. One of the main reasons I like him, he's in the leadoff position. I think it's a definite upgrade from DJ LeMahieu in the leadoff position for the Yankees. They may have just made a change a little bit too late in the season. His last 5 against Tampa Bay are 0, 3, 21, 5, and 14. I like Gio Urshela for the Yankees tonight at the third base position. Let's look at shortstop. At shortstop, I'm going with Tim Anderson. His projection on that is 8.7 fantasy points. He has 9 homers on the season. He's batting 303. He's getting around 4.2 at bats per game. His last 3 games have been 3, 7, 3, but he does average 9 fantasy points on the season. Salary is $5,500 on DraftKings. So if you use him, I think you have to use him as a core. He's 4 for 9 against the pitcher he's facing. 2 singles, 2 doubles, batting 444. I like the overrun total of 10. It means he's probably going to get around 5, maybe 6 at bats, depending on how the game goes. His last 5 games against Kansas City is 7, 7, 20, 7, and 3. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is Mr. Anderson hasn't been playing well lately. His last 5 games, fantasy point wise, are 0, 0, 3, 7, and 3. But I think if he can get on track tonight, he's going to get on track against a pitcher that he has a 1167 on base percentage against, and he's batting 4 for 9, 2 singles, 2 doubles in unlimited sample size. But I do like the matchup for tonight for Tim Anderson. He's someone I definitely want to get into my lineups tonight at the shortstop position. Let's look at the outfield position. In the outfield, I like 2 players. One is Chris Bryant as a core play. His projection on that is 8.1 fantasy points. He's had 18 homers on the season. He's batting 269. He's getting around 3.5 at-bats per game. His last 3 games is 16, 12, 18. He's been playing very, very well. He's 4,600 on DraftKings. For me, Chris Bryant is a lock tonight. He is batting, as I said, 7 for 18 against this pitcher. 2 singles, 2 doubles, 3 home runs. He has 3 home runs and 18 at-bats against this pitcher, which is very good. So Chris Bryant is a lock for me tonight in the outfield. Another outfielder I'm looking at is Brian Reynolds for Pittsburgh. His projection on the night is a hefty 10.2. Not sure if he gets there. The numbers say he should get there, and that's why I'm bringing this guy up. He's batting 309 on the season. He's getting around 3.7 at-bats per game. His last 3 games, fantasy point-wise, 14, 8, and 0. He's coming off a 0, and I do like players coming off a 0. He's 4,300 on DraftKings. He's 4 for 13 against the pitcher he's facing. 2 singles, 1 double, 1 home run, batting 308. His last 5 against Milwaukee, 0, 19, 0, 0, 0. I need to do a little bit more research on that. But from the initial numbers I see, with his success rate against the pitcher, I like Brian Reynolds in the outfield tonight. So those are my picks for the day. Go ahead and hit that like button if my picks help you. And please subscribe to my channel. That helps me out a lot so I can keep producing quality videos. Until the next video, peace.